100x gains. We all want it, and it is indeed possible. In fact, 100x gains happen relatively frequently in this market. But man, you need to hustle to get those gains. No one's just gonna hand it over to you and say, hey, here's some 100x gains for you. You gotta work for it. In this video, I want to share some simple tips that I hope that you can use to make yourself some big gains in this market. Maybe not 100x, maybe you're gonna make 99x. That's still okay too. Because 2021, it's the year when millionaires will be made in the crypto markets. Millionaires have already been made in 2021 in the crypto markets. I hope that you'll be one of them moving forward if you had not managed to do that yet. And if this video helps move you even 1% closer to that goal, then it'll be well worth your time watching the entire video. My name's Lark, and every day I make videos to help you make money investing. So if that is what you want to do, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, and of course click on the bell to catch all of my videos. By the way, every week my team and I make the Wealth Mastery Investor Report. So every single issue of this report, you are going to get a deep dive on an altcoin, a trending coin analysis, top tier technical analysis, the latest and hottest token sales, a step-by-step DeFi tutorial, and much, much more, all for less than $10 a week, making this the most value-packed and at the same time the most affordable investor report on the market. Don't miss out on another issue. Click on the link down below to learn more about becoming a member today. Now let's get into this juicy topic here. How to find the next 100x coins before they explode. Well, let's start off with some very generic advice here. Market cap matters. The reason people buy Bitcoin and Ethereum is because they are the safest bets in the market. They don't buy them for the sick gains because they're also the most expensive assets in the market in terms of market cap. If you want to get a 100x return, you need to look for smaller market cap coins. Now, I buy Bitcoin knowing that it's not going to likely do 100x, and I'm okay with that because it's a store of value. But if you want those big gains, you need to look for those fundamentally strong altcoins with market caps, preferably under $100 million. And if we're realistically going to talk about 100x gains, you will ideally be looking for a coin with a market cap under $10 million. In terms of financial opportunity, that tends to be where the big bucks are made. Now, the easiest way to find these coins is to go over to coingecko.com and start scrolling a few pages in, looking at the lower market cap coins, keeping an eye out for those gems. Now, it might seem a bit tedious to scroll through all this and click on all these different things, open them up, try and figure out what's going on here. But this is a reliable way to find those good coins before the wider market picks up on them. You can also click on recently added coins to try to find newly listed gems that the market may not have picked up on yet. CoinGecko tends to list hot coins within a few hours of them going live, so you can get the most up-to-date listings and information over there. You can also use the Discover feature to find what coins are trending today. And remember, just because a coin is trending does not mean that you should buy it, but it can be a way to find out about interesting coins that are gaining in popularity that people are starting to take a big interest in. Sometimes those are very small market cap coins that could have big gains potential. The second area for investors seeking 100x gains: token sales. Token sales, token sales, token sales. There have been maybe a dozen or so token sales so far this year that did like 100x on day one of listing. Those are not typical results, but it does happen. Anyone who got into the sale on, PokeStarter or whatever other platform that might have gone, DAOmaker or whatever, did very, very well. But here's the current reality of the token sale market. It's pay to play. Most token sales are happening on token launch pads. DuckDAO, PokeStarter, Paid Network, TrustSwap, DAOmaker, BINANCE launch pads. These are the most popular ones right now. They are the ones that are getting the best projects launching on them and are providing the biggest returns for investors. But to be eligible to get into those sales, you need to hold their tokens. Now that can end up costing you thousands of dollars just for a chance, not a guarantee. And some of the platforms give you a guarantee, but most of them it's just a chance to get into the sale. If you can afford those thousands of dollars worth of tokens to get a chance at getting into a token sale, you can make some insane rewards back. But what if you can't afford it? Well, you still do have opportunities. New token offerings regularly have promotional offerings, for example, that give away allocations. But of course, you need to be quick. Those rarely last long. There are some token sales that do happen on more equitable platforms, like on Balancer, for example. They do a liquidity offering over there. The best way to know about these early events and these rare opportunities, follow the projects that you like on Twitter. The next tip is to look where the market is not looking yet, or at least where the market is paying less attention. For example, DeFi on Ethereum, pretty big deal, has been a pretty big deal for about a year now. And of course, new DeFi protocols launching on Ethereum, still a big opportunity. However, fees have driven many users over to the Binance Smart Chain, where we're now seeing new DeFi players totally explode in price in a very short amount of time. And honestly, the Binance hype, it's not dying down yet. We will see more big gains coming for early platform releases on the Binance Smart Chain. Cosmos, another area to look into, very interesting, has some, low-key DeFi projects that have actually been seeing massive gains. So definitely an area worth looking into. That will continue. Cosmos is only getting bigger and bigger and more powerful. To find all the Cosmos ecosystem coins as well as other topics, again, we're going to CoinGecko. So we can look here on the categories page to see this. Right now, I think Sift Chain is probably the most under the radar and undervalued Cosmos ecosystem player right now. So that's one to look into for the bargain hunters. But what comes next? Well, look beyond the crowded trade. Start thinking about what is actually going to come next for DeFi. What about Ethereum Layer 2s? Polygon-based decentralized finance has been going crazy, and it's still pretty undervalued compared to the big DeFi players at Layer 1 Ethereum. We can also start to talk about DeFi on the up-and-coming challenger chains. This is, getting a bit of attention, but nowhere near the amount of attention it probably deserves. For example, Avalanche's Pangolin DEX, first mover for that blockchain, very interesting. Elrond has a big DeFi ecosystem brewing up as well. Any of those could be the next big thing. Also, while the entire market is focused on DeFi and NFTs, what other use cases are there for cryptocurrency? What about enterprise use cases like Unibright? Is the market ready for that yet? What about decentralized cloud computing, content delivery networks? These are all potential use cases that could see big gains. Market is, at the time, largely sleeping on things outside of DeFi and NFT. That's where all the eyes are going. But when the prices start pumping elsewhere, the eyes will move over there as well. Another way to find undervalued coins is looking at the total value locked. Now, this in particular applies to decentralized finance protocols. CoinGecko.com will give you the real-time TVL of DeFi protocols. For example, we can see the TVL of Aave right now, meaning that the total value locked is near parity with the market cap of the coin. But then we have other coins like Badger DAO, which has a much lower TVL score, meaning that there are way more assets locked in the platform than the market cap reflects, essentially meaning that this protocol is likely to be undervalued at this particular time. The next tip is to always remember that you have to put in the work. You need to actually take the time to actually get out there and look and see, does the idea make sense? Is the token actually useful? Is there a use case for the token? Is there a revenue model for this company? It's actually going to drive value into the token, or is there no purpose at all for the token? Is the team capable of delivering on their promises? Are there big VCs backing this, like Pantera or Polychain or AZ16 or Coinbase or Binance or Fembushi or Arrington or Alameda? And if none of these big VCs have thrown their money into the hat, well, why the heck not? An unwillingness for big VCs to invest? A bit of a red flag, to be honest. And do you think that the market is actually ready for this particular idea? And there's just some basic questions you need to ask yourself when doing your research before investing your hard-earned money into a coin. Just, listening to a YouTuber mention something once that's not a reason to run out and buy the coin. You still need to do the research on the coin, so please remember that. And the final point I want to make in this video is that while we all want 100x gains, sometimes the safer gains are the way to go. Those low cap market coins can be pretty damn high risk. Just buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or the top DeFi stuff like Aave or Uniswap, it may not be exciting as buying that 100x low cap altcoin, but they're much less risky when it comes down to it. And if we are truly entering the market phase of cryptocurrency where we go from like fringe nerds to like industrialization, mainstream adoption, then even these top coins can still give you insane returns, especially the ones that are going to have actual revenue models for token holders over the next few years. So something to keep in mind. Anyway, those are just my 2 Satoshis. Your question for today: what is your top tip for finding the next 100x coin? Let us all know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.